Hi, my name is Ahmed. I am 19 years old. I am profoundly deaf and I live in Reading. Next vlog is all about communication with the family member and how can you communicate at huge family event, for example wedding or religious gathering or any kind of parties. Three things that you should do each time you go to big event. One, be with somebody who is deaf aware and be with them at all time. Number two, if you ever feel overwhelmed or is it too loud or you go somewhere quiet, and give yourself 3 minutes to relax, deep breath, and try to go back in. And three, be happy, be confident, and always tell people that you're deaf and they need to be aware. One of the problem at party or any gathering, people, they when you meet people for the first time, they don't know that you're deaf, so they might immediately start speaking quite really fast or really loud, or like not directly looking at you, making sure you understand. They might cover them out or look a little bit that way, which can be quite annoying. So each time when that happens, what I usually do with the person in it, that I try to have a conversation with them in a corner or away from a noisy place. Them to speak slowly, clearly, and be loud, but not too loud, so I can be able to lip read them better. Also in the part, my mom, auntie at big wedding are usually not very that aware, because they assume that I can understand what they're saying, so they speak really fast and they're like hey, and like, you know, you're trying to understand them and they're making all sorts of hand motion and they're speaking really fast. And yeah, it got difficult the first few times I met them, but when I got older, my mom and my grandma, who were also quite deaf aware, actually told them to slow down a little bit, and now each time I meet them, they're quite deaf aware, which is nice. Another problem I come across at wedding or any huge gathering is there's so many people which could overwhelm you. So usually what I do is that if I'm tired of concentrating for too long or for lip reading or anything like that, what I usually do is I take myself out of a room or hall, wherever it is. I go out in the fresh air and I just try to stay calm, take a lot of deep breath for a few minutes, and I find it really helpful in the long run. When they allow music at a family gathering, like especially at wedding, what I usually do is that I tend to try and stay away from the loudspeaker or the loud dance floor, and I try to stay away and have conversation with people in a quiet corner or something. And also you can always reduce the volume of your hearing aid or cock implant. I find that really helpful. When I was young, that awareness made me feel uncomfortable, a bit sad, and feel a bit left out, as people like not recognize me or think that I'm a nobody. I used to feel quite bad, but when I grew older, I feel a bit more confident to remind people that they're doing a bad job, they have a bad depth awareness, and when I try to help them, and when they have good depth awareness, I feel more comfortable. I feel being treated like a normal person because they are actually trying to make an effort in helping me to understand any conversation or what's going on around me. So that's it. I hope you feel a lot more confident in going to the family event, and thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe right now, and if you have any question, leave it in the comment, and I'll see you next month. Oh, one more thing, we publish videos every Sunday, check them out. Bye.